Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss the next phylum after Porifera, that is the phylum Coelenterata. First we'll discuss the general characteristics of phylum Coelenterata. These coelentrates are metazoans or multicellular animals with tissue grade of organization. Means different types of the tissues can be observed in the coelentrates. These coelentrates are aquatic and mostly the marine, lives in the seawater, and few of them are freshwater forms. They are sedentary or attached to any substratum, or they may lead the free swimming life. These may be solitary or lives in colony or the group. Then the body wall of the coelentrates having the outer ectodermal layer and the inner layer that we called it as a endoderm, and intermediate layer in between ectoderm and endoderm is a non-cellular gelatinous mass, and that is called as a mesogloia. So in between ectoderm and endoderm, non-cellular gelatinous mass is present by what we called it as a mesogloia. Then the coelentrates are acoelomate animals, means the coelom or the true body cavity is absent because they do not possess the body cavity that we called it as a coelom. They exhibit the phenomenon of polymorphism. Polymorphism means single animal. It occurs or it shows the different morphological forms. The two main polymorphic forms in Coelenterata are polyp and the medusa. The polyp is a asexual zooid, and the medusa, it reproduces by the sexual method or the sexual reproduction method. So this is the coelenterate, that is a obelia, and this is the polyp of the obelia, and this polyp having these gonozoid, and these gonozoid give rise to the or releases the medusaid bud from these, and the method of reproduction is the asexual reproduction. The same obelia, when the medusaid bird or the medusa bird is released from the polyp, it forms or it gives rise to the medusa, and this is a free swimming form. And there may be the male medusa or the female medusa. Accordingly, the medusa possesses either the testes or the ovaries, and therefore this medusa having the different morphological form than the this polyp form, and therefore this is called as, or this phenomenon is called as a polymorphism. And the medusa, this polyp alternate with the medusa. Then medusa releases the gamete, and then it produces the planula larva, and then again young hydroid colony, and again obelia polyp form develops. Again this polyp, this forms a gonozoid or reproductive polyp in this, and it produces medusaid bud, give rise to the medusaid bud, and again give rise to the medusa. The polyp is a sessile and asexual zooid. That is, it reproduces by the asexual method by the budding, while the medusa is free swimming and a sexual zooid. Coelenterate, it possesses the special structures that we called it as a nematocyst, which paralyzes the prey by injecting the poison. And reproduction in these animals or coelenterate is both asexual and sexual. Asexual reproduction, it occurs by budding, and larval stage is called as a planula larva. After the fertilization, the what or the cleavage, there is a formation of the larva that is called as a planula larva, and the life history. It shows the alternation of generation. That means the polyp alters with the medusoid form. This is a planula larva. After the egg is fertilized, the cleavage will start and it will result into the formation of the planula larva. And this planula larva, afterwards, it forms a young hydroid colony. And after that, the hydroid colony is formed, or this is a polyp of this, the obelia is formed. Then next, now we will discuss the classification of phylum Coelenterata. We have to study the five animals from the phylum Coelenterata, and these five animals, this belongs to these three classes. One is a hydrozoa, another one is a scyphozoa, and the third one is a anthozoa. The Hydrozoa has one of the order that is called as a Hydroida, and from this order we have to discuss or study the Ubelia. The next one is a class is a Scyphozoa, and having the order Semastomi, and example is the Aurelia. Then from the Anthozoa class we have to study the three animals belonging to three different orders. One, that is the Tubipura, belonging to the order Stolonifera. Then Adamsia, it belongs to the order Actiniaria, and the Fungia, it belongs to the order Madrepораria. These are the five examples: Obelia, Aurelia, Tubipura, Adamsia, and Fungia, that we have to discuss, which belongs to the five different orders and the three classes. What are these? One is a Hydrozoa, then second one is a Scyphozoa, and the third one is a Anthozoa. Then now we'll discuss the first, the Obelia. Obelia is a colonial hydroid. It is a trimorphic form or the trimorphic colony in the form of seaweed filament. It looked like a seaweed like filament, and colony consists of horizontal portion that is called as a hydrorhiza, and this hydrorhiza, it is attached to the substratum, and number of vertical branches known as the hydrocolli arising from the hydrorhiza. The colony is trimorphic, having the three types of zooid. One is a hydranth, then blastostyle, and the third one is a medusa. Hydranth or polyp has a cylindrical body covered by hydrotheca. The blastostyle or reproductive zooid is a club shape without mouth and tentacles, and it is covered by the gonotheca. And medusa is a bell shape. It has four gonads on the radial canals, and medusa are free swimming. So we'll discuss, this is the polyp of the obelia, and this polyp of the obelia having this is a hydrotheca of the hydrotheca of the gastrozoid. Gastro means feeding. This gastrozoid, it is helpful for the feeding purpose. It having the mouth at the terminal end, and it having the tentacles for beating, that by beating of the tentacles the food is traveled or propelled towards the mouth. Then the what, it having the another structure that is called as a gonotheca, which give rise to the, or the, this is a gonozoid, and this gonozoid, it give rise to the what, the medusoid bird, and these medusoid bird are released from these, and these are doesn't having any tentacles. So it having the gastrozoid, then this is a gonozoid, and this is a gonozoid, and these where the tentacles are there, this is the gastrozoid, and this is a obelia colony. You have to draw this diagram of this obelia colony and the phylum of these, it is a Coelenterata. Class is a Hydrozoa. Here the spelling mistake is there, Phylum phylum. Then class Hydrozoa. Order is a Hydroida and the genus is the Obelia. If you observe the structure of the Coelenterata, this is a pedicel which is attached to the hydrorhiza. This is a gastrozoid and it having the tentacles and it having the mouth by which it takes the food. Then it having the gonozoid and this is the aperture of gonozoid and it is covered by the gonotheca and it having the blastostyle and it give rise to the what? The medusoid bird which will be released into the water which give rise to the medusa. Means it having the three types of the zooid, mainly the one is a gastrozoid, then the second one is a what? The gonozoid, and these gonozoid give rise to the medusoid bird which will going to form the what? This bell-shaped medulla. And therefore, this is a hydrorhiza or the stolon to by which it is attached to the substratum. Means it is a non-motile, it is not free swimming. It having the gastrozoid, another one is a gonozoid, and the third one is a what? The medusa. This polyp, it reproduces asexually. The polyp of the obelia, it reproduces asexually while the medusa reproduces sexually and they alternate with each other. And after these medusa, after fertilization, it gives rise to the planula larva and the life cycle continues. Then the second example is the Aurelia. Aurelia, it is commonly called as a jellyfish. This is a jellyfish and that we called it as a Aurelia. The body is transparent one and the phylum is the Coelenterata. The class is a Scyphozoa. Order is a Semastomi and the genus is the Aurelia. Here also you have to correct the spelling of phylum. Then, if you observe the word, this is a it having the radial symmetry. This is a medusoid form of the Aurelia, and it having the radial symmetry, and at the center it having the mouth, and the four gonads are there, and these are the oral arms. The four oral arms are there, and on the peripheral portion there are the small tentacles and it having the gastrovascular canal and the circular canal are also there. This is a um, diagram of the Aurelia hanging and these are the oral arms, these are the gonads, the number of gonad is a 4, then these are the circular canal and these are the radial canals and it having the mouth at this position. This is a exumbellar surface. So we'll discuss the characteristics. The Aurelia is commonest jellyfish. The Medusa is a bowl or saucer or umbrella shape having tetramerous radial symmetry. Medusa has a slightly convex upper surface known as exumbellar surface. Here is the spelling mistake is there. Exumbellar surface and lower concave is known as a subumbellar surface. The numerous short, hollow marginal tentacles are there along the peripheral portion or the margin of the umbrella. Mouth is four-cornered. Each corner of mouth is drawn into a long-frilled tapering process, the oral arms. The four gonads, that is testes or ovaries, lie on the floor of gastric pouches, and gonads are horseshoe-shaped and reddish in color. The gametes are discharged out through the mouth, and fertilized ovum develops into a free-swimming planula larva, which will give rise to the what? The polyp. So this Aurelia, it is a jellyfish, and these are the what? The mouth, centrally placed, four-cornered mouth, then the four number of the gonad, and these are the oral arms, and these are the radial canals, and these are the gastrovascular canals, and these are the small tentacles which are present periphery all over the medusa, and it is a free swimming. The next one is a what? The tubifora, and it is a organ pipe coral. Tubipora, it is commonly called as organ pipe coral. Why? Because it looks like a pipe-like. These are the tubipora that these tubipora polyps are there, and these are the many polyps, and this is the mouth from where it will take the food, and these are the tentacles, and these are the deposition of the calcium carbonate, which is red due to the presence of pigment, and these are the what these are the colonial form. This is a colonial form of the tubifora, and these are the tubes, and one tube is attached to the another tube with the help of the horizontal plates. These horizontal plates are called as a platforms. These are the vertical tubes. You have to draw this diagram of the what? The tubipora. Then the classification of the Tubipora, the phylum is the Coelenterata, then class is the Anthozoa, order is the Stolonifera, and the genus is the Tubipora. And the common name of this Tubipora is the organ pipe coral, it having the basal plates, and these organ or these pipes are attached to each other by the horizontal plates. These are called as a platforms. Now we'll discuss the general characteristics of these tubipora. It is commonly called as organ pipe coral. Colony consists of long parallel upright polyps. Upright means the vertical. Enclosed in a vertical skeleton tubes arising from the basal plate. The skeleton consists of a mass of closely erect tubes united at specific levels by the structure called as a transverse platforms. The skeleton is internal as it is covered by ectoderm in living condition. The polyps are green in color, but the skeleton becomes dull red due to the presence of the iron salt, and the reproduction is asexual by the budding. There is no sexual reproduction in Tubipora, and it is a organ pipe coral. Then next organism, that is a fungia. This is also the coral. As it looks like a mushroom, it is called as a mushroom coral. It shows the resemblance. It is a stone, exactly the deposition of the calcium carbonate, but the living polyps are there inside. And the phylum is a Coelenterata, class is a Anthozoa, order is a Madrepuraria, and the genus is a what? The Fungia. This is a the mushroom coral, and it is of large size, convex on the upper and concave on the lower surface. The septa, these separations, these lines are called as a septa. These lines or septa are numerous and connected together by the structure that is called as a synaptacula. The adult animal bears a single large polyp with many tentacles, and the reproduction is asexual by the transverse fission. Means they reproduces by the asexual method but not by the sexual method. Then this is a fungia which looks like a mushroom and therefore commonly called as a mushroom coral. This is also the fungia, and these are the synapticuli or the septa. This is Adamsia. This having the tentacles, and this is the mouth, and this Adamsia having the basal plate or the this is the basal portion, this is the middle part, and this is the anterior portion having the tentacles and internally placed mouth. This is a Adamsia, and this Adamsia, this is a column portion. This is a basal part, or the and this is the anterior most, that is having the tentacles and centrally placed opening that is called as a mouth. It shows the what the body is divided into these three parts, and the what it having the it shows a association with the this crab. This is a hermit crab or the sea crab. It lives in association with the hermit crab. What is the utility of these hermit crab? This lives as a commensalism, or it is a good example of the commensalism. The hermit crab, it gets the protection from its predator, and as it lives within the body cavity or the within the cavity of the this sea anemone or the this Adamsia. And in turn, what this Adamsia gets, it moves, or this hermit crab moves from one place to another. And when it moves from one place to another, this Adamsia also moved. And therefore, wherever this hermit crab goes, this Adamsia, it gets the free transportation from anywhere and gets the ample amount of the food, or get the uh, benefit to get the ample amount of food wherever it goes. So this is the Adamsia, and this Adamsia is an example. Phylum is a Coelenterata, class is Anthozoa, order is the Actiniaria, and the genus is a Adamsia. So these are the 5 examples that we have to study and write down. Thank you.